Welcome students to the video session of course Supply Chain Management 306. I am your course teacher Nilesh Bhalerao. So moving forward to the next slide, in this video session we are going to start the first unit of Supply Chain Management, Introduction to Supply Chain Management. So the short form we use in this unit, Supply Chain Management, as SCM. So we are going to understand what exact supply chain is. See, supply chain management is the combination of three-letter word. First one is supply, chain, and management. So in this unit, we understand what the exact process where the finished good is come to our home, or as we are the end consumer of any good where you purchase in market. There is a huge chain starting from the manufacturer to the distributor, retailer, or up to the end consumer. So it is all about the study about the supply plus chain, which is called as a distribution, and a quality management where the product is to be served or uh, to be provided in a very proper manner. A supply chain is the system of organizations, people, activities, information, and resources involved in supplying a product or service to a consumer. Supply chain activities involve the transformation of natural resources to raw material and components into a finished products that is delivered to the end consumer. So students, इसको हमें अच्छे तरीके से समझना होगा. इसका एक बेस्ट एग्जांपल इस दोनों स्टेटमेंट को पढ़ने के बाद आपको समझ में आएगा that SCM is nothing but a complete a quality process where the product is starting from raw material to the finished good up to the end consumer. So we take one simple example, the sugar which come at our home from sugar cane to sugar. So in this example, we just understand this process. A raw material, a farmer who produce a sugar cane in their farming area, then provide to a manufacturer who produce sugar. Then the final finished good is ready in a sugar factory, and finally it comes to an end consumer. That is, we are the end consumer. We who use sugar in our day-to-day life. So the process which contain starting from manufacturing a sugar cane up to a sugar, which involve a quality supply chain management. In next slide, we understand in very proper manner that what is supply chain management. So say supply chain management is a terminology which is used to describe all the activities which includes the purchase of raw material, receiving of raw material, manufacturing and production of goods, and delivery of the desired goods to their respective customers or destination. तो स्टूडेंट्स हमने शुगर केन का एग्जांपल लिया. सी इन दिस डायग्राम वी जस्ट ऑब्जर्व द डायग्राम अप टू द कंज्यूमर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम raw material. So see, the first procedure is raw material, then the supplier, then the manufacturer, then the distribution, then the customer, and finally the consumer. See, customer, the difference between customer and consumer, we are the actual consumer. Some of the time the retailer will be considered as a customer. So फार्मर क्या करेगा कि अपने रॉ मटेरियल्स को अपने फार्मिंग में वो सप्लायर को बेचेगा, राइट. सप्लायर उसे उस शुगर केन को लेके मैन्युफैक्चरर जो लोग शुगर प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, शुगर फैक्ट्रीज आर देयर, उनके पास वो लेके जाएगा. फाइनली उसका एक सेमी प्रोडक्ट तैयार होगा एंड इट विल बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू फाइनल फिनिश गुड, राइट. तो शुगर बनने के बाद it will be distributed or it will be the next step of that product is distribution. तो अलग अलग जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर है, रिटेलर है, उनके पास प्रॉपर तरीके से उसका फाइनल प्राइस हो, प्रॉपर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का प्लानिंग होके वो फाइनली हमारे घर तक आएगा. वी आर द एंड कंज्यूमर. सो इट इज अ कंप्लीट प्रोसेस अबाउट to deliver a product starting from raw material to the consumer is nothing but supply chain management. So there is another word which are included in the process of supply chain management is logistic. So what is logistic? See, as we understand in previous slide, what do you mean by supply chain management? Logistic is a term to describe the process of handling goods within a specific department while at the same time keeping an inventory document of the status and of different inventories. Besides, logistics can be defined the process of planning, execution, and control of the movement of goods and other related activities. तो इसको मैं सिंपल लैंग्वेज में अगर आपको समझाऊं कि फिनिश्ड गुड प्रॉपर तरीके से तैयार होने के बाद उसे प्रॉपर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करके उसका सारा डॉक्यूमेंटेशन रिकॉर्ड करके एंड कंज्यूमर तक जो प्रोसेस होती है इट इज नथिंग बट द लॉजिस्टिक. उसके लिए हो सकता है कि मेनी ऑफ द टाइम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हैविंग देयर ओन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम, मेनी ऑफ द टाइम कंपनी विल टेक द हेल्प ऑफ थर्ड पार्टी लॉजिस्टिक मैनेजमेंट. So logistic is nothing but a complete process starting from the finished good up to the end consumer to all the activities where the distribution is required, wholesaler is required, documentation is required, packaging is required to the end consumer. So it is all about supply chain and logistics. So I hope so you understand the basic introduction part about supply chain management, that we understand all the three term. First one is supply. Chain is nothing but the connectivity of the manufacturing up to wholesaler, distributor, retailer, and finally up to the end consumer. And the management which requires to provide a goods or services to the end consumer effectively is nothing but SCM. So thank you so much. In next video module, we will see the objective of SCM, which is nothing but supply chain management. Thank you.